Stop. Before you make another minimum payment on your credit card, you need to hear this. In 2026, we have officially entered a new era of financial crisis. It's not just that everything is more expensive, it's that the debt trap has become more sophisticated. Right now, as you're watching this, the average American household is balancing thousands of dollars in high-interest debt. But here is the kicker. The interest rates aren't just high, they are predatory. We are seeing APRs regularly hitting 29 to 33%. I recently analyzed a viral post on Reddit. It's a couple earning a combined $230,000 a year. They take home $11,000 every single month after taxes. No car payments, a decent home. By all accounts, they are successful, yet they are trapped. They have $42,600 in credit card debt, and because of those 29% interest rates, they've made almost zero progress despite paying down $10,000 last year. If a couple making nearly $250,000 can't get ahead, how is the rest of America supposed to survive? The truth is, most people are running on a financial treadmill that's moving faster than they can run. Today on EconScope, we're going to stop the treadmill. I'm giving you the exact data-backed battle plan to crush your debt in 2026. We are settling the ultimate debate, the debt snowball versus the debt avalanche. By the end of this video, you will have a clear, step-by-step blueprint to reclaim your freedom. Welcome to EconScope. My goal with this channel is to provide you with the financial clarity you need to navigate this volatile economy. Now, I didn't just pull these strategies from a blog post. I've spent the last few weeks digging through Federal Reserve reports, scholarly commons research from JMU, and expert analysis from Investopedia and Fidelity to bring you the raw data on what actually works for real people. In this video, we aren't just going to define some terms. We are building a war room. I'm going to show you, 1, why your brain is biologically wired to prefer the mathematically wrong choice and how to hack that instinct. 2, a secret script from Experian that can lower your interest rates in a 5-minute phone call. 3, a full breakdown of which method you should pick based on your specific debt-to-income ratio and personality type. I've spent countless hours poring over these financial reports and scholarly data because I believe in 2026, financial literacy isn't just a skill, it's a survival tool. My goal today is to give you the exact same insights that high-end debt consultants use to save their clients thousands, all distilled into this one video. The debt snowball, psychological momentum. Let's start with the method that has helped millions, the debt snowball. Popularized by Dave Ramsey, this strategy is built on a fundamental truth. Humans are not calculators. If we were, we wouldn't have credit card debt in the first place. How it works? The debt snowball is simple. You list every single debt you have, except your mortgage, from the smallest balance to the largest balance. You completely ignore the interest rates for a moment. You pay the minimum on every single account except that tiny $400 retail card or that $600 medical bill. You attack that smallest debt with every extra dollar you can find. The psychological payout? Why does this work when the math says it shouldn't? It's because of dopamine. When you pay off that first $400 debt in just 30 days, your brain gets a massive hit of success. You feel like a winner. You cross that debt off the list and suddenly you have one less bill to worry about. According to the JMU Scholarly Commons research, while the avalanche is more efficient, the snowball is a very close competitor because it builds habit-forming behavior. Think about our Reddit couple. Card A is $8,600, while Card C is $18,000. Even if Card C has a higher interest rate, the snowball says kill the $8,600 card first. Why? Because seeing a balance of 0 on your screen changes your identity from a debtor to a debt crusher. Once that first debt is gone, you take the money you were paying on it and roll it into the next smallest debt. Just like a snowball rolling down a hill, your payments get bigger and bigger as you move through your list. By the time you reach your largest debt, you're hitting it with a massive monthly payment that makes the balance vanish faster than you ever thought possible. The debt avalanche, mathematical efficiency. Now, let's talk to the engineers, the analysts, and the people who hate wasting even a single penny. Welcome to the Debt Avalanche. If the snowball is about the heart, the avalanche is about the head. Unlike the snowball, the avalanche focuses entirely on the interest rate, or APR. You list your debts from the highest interest rate to the lowest interest rate. You pay the minimum on all accounts, but you throw every extra cent at the debt with the highest interest rate, regardless of how big the balance is. In this economy, where average APRs are touching 30%, the avalanche is your most powerful weapon. If you have $20,000 at 29% and $2,000 at 12%, the avalanche demands you attack that $20,000 monster first.
Why it's the king of savings? Investopedia and Fidelity both emphasize that this is the most efficient way to pay off debt. By killing the high interest first, you're essentially performing financial surgery. You're stopping the bank from compounding your principal. You will save thousands of dollars in total interest, and mathematically, you will be debt-free months or even years earlier than with the snowball. However, there is a catch. The avalanche requires discipline. You might go 6 or 8 months without seeing a single account hit zero because you're chipping away at a massive balance. If you're the type of person who needs quick wins to stay motivated, the avalanche might feel like a never-ending grind. But if you can stick to it, you'll be thousands of dollars richer at the finish line. The negotiation script, the Experian hack. Here is something most finance gurus will never tell you. You don't have to accept the interest rate the bank gives you. I was reading a guide from Experian on interest rate negotiation, and the success rate for people who actually ask is surprisingly high. Before you start your snowball or your avalanche, you need to do this one thing. Pick up the phone, call the number on the back of your card, and speak to a representative. The secret script. Say this: "Hi, I've been a loyal customer for X years, but my current 29% interest rate is unsustainable. I'm currently looking at 0% balance transfer offers from other banks. Before I move my business elsewhere, is there anything you can do to lower my APR or place me on a hardship program?" The result? In 2026, banks are terrified of defaults. Many U.S. institutions have internal programs that can drop your rate from 29% down to 10% or even 0% for a period of 12 to 24 months. Think about the impact. On a $10,000 balance, dropping your rate by 20% saves you $2,000 in interest over a year. That's an instant win before you've even made your first payment. Pro tip: if the first agent says no, ask to speak to the Account Retention Department. Their entire job is to keep you as a customer, and they have the authority to give you deals the frontline staff cannot. The 2026 Do's and Don'ts Checklist. To ensure your battle plan doesn't fail, let's go through the EconScope Do and Don't list for the current economy. Do: build a starter emergency fund. Before you go all in on debt, you need $1,000 to $2,000 in a high-yield savings account. Why? Because if your car breaks down and you don't have cash, you'll just reach for that credit card again. The emergency fund breaks the cycle. Stop using the cards. This sounds obvious, but you can't put out a fire while you're pouring gasoline on it. Remove the cards from your Apple Pay or Google Wallet today. Automate your minimums. Even $1 over the minimum is better than nothing. Automation ensures you never miss a payment, which is the #1 factor in your credit score. Don't close the accounts. Once a card is paid off, keep the account open. Closing it reduces your available credit, which increases your utilization ratio and can tank your credit score by 50 to 100 points instantly. Don't fall for quick-fix debt settlement. Many U.S. companies promise to wipe out your debt for pennies on the dollar. These are often scams that leave you with ruined credit for 7 years. Stick to the snowball or avalanche. They are proven, safe, and protect your long-term wealth. So, which method is the winner? If you're someone who gets discouraged easily and needs to see progress to stay motivated, choose the Debt Snowball. The wins will keep you in the game. If you are disciplined, love the data, and want to pay the least amount of interest possible, choose the Debt Avalanche.
At the end of the day, the best method is the one you actually finish. Debt is a weight, but it's not a permanent part of your identity. You can shed it. You can break free, just like our Reddit couple can if they follow these steps. I truly hope this video gave you the clarity and the hope you needed today. If it did, please hit that like button. It helps the algorithm show this to others who are struggling. Subscribe to EconScope and click that bell icon so you're the first to know when we drop our next financial deep dive. But here is the most important part. Clearing your debt is half the battle. Everything we discussed today is just the foundation. You don't just want to be debt-free, you want to be wealthy. Once that cash is freed up, you need to make it work for you. If you're ready to take the next step and turn your saved interest into future wealth, you need to watch my last video, How to Invest Your First $1,000 in 2026, Step by Step for Beginners. In that video, I show you exactly how to take that first $1,000 and put it into a wealth-generating machine while you sleep. Click the video right here on the screen, and I'll see you there. Let's build your scope of wealth together. See ya!